I wanted to share with you how I made 158% on SPY contracts on the 15 minute today. First thing I want you to notice is that we are trading in a range. I love ranges because they're very easy to trade. You just trade the extremities, the support and resistance, and trade the bounces. Now, in order to do this, you probably want to go to a lower time frame. So when I traded this, I was on the 5 minutes. First thing I noticed is I had a rejection of my 412.50, which is pretty close to the top of my range. Then the next candle could not break above that 412.50 or the high of this range. So I was looking for an entry. My entry is at the break of this doji candle prior to this candle here. Now, mind you, these are 5 minute candles. So this was less than a 10-minute trade. So I entered SPY 0 DTE, which means these contracts expire today, which means you really have to know what you're doing in order to trade these, because you'll end up with zero money if you don't know what you're doing. So I entered the trade. I already had my take profit set, which was 410, which was right around here, 410.50 actually. So this ain't 100% right. If I want to make it right, you double click this line, and then this is for the people that have to be exact. There you go. So my exit was 410.50 is what I was looking for. So as you can see, price came down, and I'm sorry, this bounced back to 15-minute. Price came down to my 410.50. I exited. The next candle actually bounced off the bottom of my trend of my range trade. So basically this is trading sideways. This is also called consolidation. So ranging, consolidation, all the same thing. So we bounced off of support of my range. So I was already out because I was out on this candle. I don't play with my money. I know when I set my stop loss or take profit, that's where I'm exiting. I've learned enough lessons to know to take your profits. So when I took my profits, I sold off 45 contracts. I wasn't trying to play around. I like my gains and I want to keep them. So I exit. So now we could see we had a bounce, we came back up, and look, lo and behold, we are range trading again. Now, the market's actually open when I'm making this video. It was after my trade. This range I would not trade. Why? Because it is not at support or resistance here, support here of my range. I am in the middle. So typically when you're in the middle and you're trying to trade something, you will more than likely get burned. So I stay out of the middle as far as trading. I am waiting for price to come close to my resistance or close to my support to take a trade. Now, because I have a range within a range, I am looking for a breakout. And I need a breakout that is going to open and close outside of this range. And honestly, I still would not take it because once again, I'm looking for things that are happening close to support and or up here close to resistance. That's what I'm looking for. I don't see that. And plus the market, as you can see, is moving really slow. And this I would consider chop, even though it is a range. I would consider that chop. I don't want my money chopped up. So I am a good steward of my money. 99.9% of the time, I do have that every now and then where I catch a little FOMO or a little greed sets in, and I'm not such a good steward of my money. But for the most part, at the gains I made today, I'm out. I'm not trying to mess around and find out anything. So as you can see, we're getting to the bottom of this range. But once again, this is not something I would trade. One, it's not wide enough. And two, this is very, very slow price action. So I would stay out. But that was how I made 158% on 45 0 DTE SPY contracts. And remember, if you are trading 0 DTE, you need to have a plan. You cannot be trying to figure it out on the fly. The theta on these contracts will take you from hero to zero quick. So you have to know exactly what you're doing, be in and out of your trade, and sit and wait for another opportunity. A good trader really does a lot of waiting because they're waiting for their entry to appear in order to get into a trade. So as of right now, I'm not in any trades because where the price action is does not warrant a good risk reward for me to enter a trade. I hope this was helpful. You guys take care. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.